Hey guys, just got out of the water and it was a good session. It was a little cold at about 58 degrees and a little surgy, but got the job done. Got a nice little limit. I don't know if you can see that very well. A couple of good size ones. So I'm gonna get cleaned up and head back. Dive safe. See ya.
All right, here I am coming down. And I had seen this lobster when I swam over this boulder. There he is. He's a good size guy. So I'm going to make a straight grab. Oh, yep. Now I've got him by the base of one antenna, but he's wedged in pretty good. So I'm just holding on to him, keeping him from getting any deeper until I can get my other hand in there. Let's see if I can get that. And once I get my other one around this knuckle, I can actually start pulling and not rip an antenna off. Nice. Look at this guy. This is a nice first bug to kick off the dive. Let's measure this guy out. Oh yeah, almost an inch over the gauge. Great start. Let's shove this guy in the bag. Okay, this next bug, I actually spot him in this hole. And there he is. And it looks like he might not have that deep of a back door, so I'm just going to shove my hand straight in and go for the base of his antenna and reach right in deep, get a good grab, and pull straight out. See how you have around the base of the antenna? Those are strong right there. You won't rip an antenna out that way. And measure him up. Yep, he's good. All right, number 2 in the bag. Let's go. Now sometimes when I'm hunting for lobsters and I'm looking through different holes, I've spotted some red crabs and I've always wondered how they taste. Some of my friends have said they're pretty good. And so I see this guy and he looks pretty good sized, so I'm going to make a grab for him. Gotcha. Grab him by the pincher. Oh, no, almost got me. Alright, well, he doesn't look too big, but let's just go ahead and measure him out anyway. They're supposed to be 4 inches across their carapace, and yep, he's certainly smaller than that. Maybe closer to 3. All right, buddy, let go. Back to your habitat. I'll see you next time when you're a little bigger. Okay, this next dive is really interesting. Now, I apologize. It's going to be hard for you to see, so I'm going to describe what I'm seeing. I can see through this hole, and there's a lobster right there, kind of backed up. So I take my flashlight and drop it to the front of that hole, and now I'm kind of spooking that lobster, and he's backing up. And I'm hoping he can back up enough where I can reach him, and bam! I got him. See how I grabbed him from the tail? He was actually backing out. And here's my flashlight. It was on, and I was basically herding him into my hands. Isn't that cool? So again, sorry, my camera is higher than my mask, so you couldn't see the hole. All right, buddy. In the bag you go. Number 3. Oh, and let me get this antenna. Sometimes you need those antennas to help with the cleanup and some other things. So let's get all of them. Okay, on this dive, I'm going to share with you a technique I've used before to help herd the lobster in a direction that is advantageous to you. So I spot this lobster on there. See him right there? I'm going to shove my light in deep. So deeper than the lobster is. See, now he's turned around. He's kind of moving away from the light and actually getting closer to me until I can grab him like I did here. So he's good size. It's a narrow opening. I can't quite get a good grip with one hand. So I'm going to get my other hand in there where I can get a good grip. Sometimes it's really cramped. And now I can slowly work him out and pull him and not risk losing him. And here he is. Yes. Oh, this is a nice one. This is a nice one. All right. Let's measure this guy out. Oh yeah, a solid inch and a half over the gauge. And in the bag you go, my friend. Awesome. So that's number 4, if you haven't been keeping count. And whenever I'm out and I see some trash, I pick it up too. It's unbelievable how people just litter. But if we all do our part, little by little on every dive, we can keep our oceans clean. All right, next lobster. As I look into this hole, There's a nice little nurse shark in here. I'm looking around, and oh, I see a bug. So I'm trying to get in a little deeper. This is kind of a deep grab, but luckily I'm a skinny guy, and I'm wiggling myself in as deep as I can, moving my light so I can kind of see, and I'm trying to squeeze in and reach, and I got this guy. At least I feel like I got him. I kind of have him between a leg and the base of an antenna, which is good enough. So I start shaking and pulling, and he comes loose. Let's see. Yep. Whew. That was close, but I did get him. So let's measure him out. This guy is nice legal. And in the bag, number 5 down. Let's just shove him in and move on. Alright, as I'm dropping down, I'm looking in this hole and I spot a lobster. Wow, he's out pretty far. So let me wedge myself between these 2 boulders, and he's backing up. As I look, he's getting inside another hole, but hopefully there's no back door. And now I've got my hand around him. I'm grabbing around the base of the antennas. I think it's pretty clean, and I just start pulling straight out. And here he comes. Look at that, he's wrapped up good. You have full control when you do it this way. Alright, we measure, we check, and he's good, about 1/2 inch. His shell looks a little deformed, but he's good nonetheless. Alright, let's put this guy away. And now my bag's kind of full, so I need to lift it up to drop these guys in. I really don't want to lose any lobsters by opening my bag. Alright, that was number 6, so now we're looking for our last one, and we can call it quits. And I'm looking under these rocks, these little ledges, and oh, I spot one. And this guy looks wedged in a little deep. Let's see if I can get him. Let me get my light in there so you guys can see. And now I'm reaching in, and I'm trying to get a good grab around the base of his antenna. Again, since he's facing out, that's like the closest thing to me. I do not grab for the regular antenna because, as if some of you have tried, they're just going to snap off. So again, you want to go to the base, kind of like the knuckle portion, and once I have that, I am trying to wiggle and pull, but this guy is really wedged in tight. Yeah, that's not going to work. So I'm going to gather up and take a break, get some air, but I feel like he might pop out. And oh, sure enough, look, he felt too threatened, and I am going to go get number 7. Come on, buddy, you're not going anywhere. Gotcha. Yeah. Ooh, he feels like a pretty good size one. Let's double check. Oh yeah, good inch over the gauge. All right, number 7. Woohoo! We're done. And I took my bag off and put it at the end of my line so that it doesn't drag me down. And just like number 6, I am going to lift this above the surface and drop him in. It's just the safest way to put a bug away. All right, and this is what a nice limit of lobster looks like in a dive bag.
All right, guys, I'm back from the coast. Good mission. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Oh yeah, a little trash too. Pretty good haul. Let's see. Yeah, all decent size. There's a couple. There's some baddies. So, dive safe. Go get you some lobster while the season's still going. See you next time.